Hello, my friends. My name is Gabriel. I am a free thinker. Right now, I'm walking on a street here in the city where I live, in Luton, England, going nowhere in particular, just walking and thinking. And I want to share something with you today. I want to begin with a verse from the Bible, from Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 and 2. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Now, my friends, this single passage opens a door that most people are afraid to walk through. Because who exactly were the sons of God? Many ancient traditions, not only the Bible but also texts from Mesopotamia, the Book of Enoch, and other early writings, speak about divine beings, watchers, or angels who descended to earth, beings not born from flesh but created by the Word. And I believe these beings were the true foundation behind what humanity later called gods, not God, but gods, because the Most High, the true Creator, has no form, no body, no face, no bones, no mouth, no eyes. He is spirit, pure consciousness, pure will, pure word. So let me ask you something logical. If God is spirit, why would he need teeth to eat? Why would he need ears that only hear a few meters away? Why would he need eyes that only see as far as the horizon? He wouldn't. So when ancient texts say that humans were made in the image and likeness of God, I believe the translation was altered, intentionally or not. Because what makes sense is this: we were made in the image of those who shaped us, those beings who already had form, those beings who walked, spoke, worked, and created. The modelers, the angels, the sons of God, they were created by the Word, but we were shaped by their hands. And when they were commanded to populate the garden, to create animals, creatures, life, they also created something that resembled themselves, us. And this was their great mistake, because every animal they made had its own pair, male and female, but they themselves had no female counterpart. They were not created for reproduction, and yet, when they saw the daughters of humans, they desired. For the first time, they wanted something they had never been designed to want, and Scripture itself says they took wives for themselves, not metaphorically, literally. This is where religions truly begin, not with God, but with gods and their offspring. Hybrid beings, giants, heroes of old, figures remembered in every ancient culture, from the Nephilim in the Bible to the demigods of Greece to the divine kings of Egypt and Mesopotamia. This is not fantasy. This is ancient memory. Now, let's go deeper. Genesis also says, "Then the Lord said, My spirit shall not remain in humans forever, for they are flesh. Their days shall be 120 years. Ask yourself, was God really talking about ordinary humans here? Humans were already mortal, so who was he speaking about? I believe he was speaking about those fallen beings and the angelic ones who had crossed a line. They had become flesh. They had corrupted themselves. They had mixed what was eternal with what was temporary. And because of this, God withdrew his spirit from them. He limited their lifespan. He removed their creative authority because they had misused it. Now there's something else ancient texts speak about, something most people never hear in church. Before Eve, there was Lilith, mentioned in Jewish tradition, in ancient writings, and in early mythologies. She was the first female created for Adam, but she was not compatible. Something didn't work. And so, according to Genesis, God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took part of him, and formed Eve, not from dust, but from flesh, from bone, from life. And Eve is the woman we know today, the gentle woman, the strong woman, the woman who carries generations, the woman who sustains families, the woman who shapes civilizations. And when the modelers, those beings, saw her, they fell, because now there was something they had never seen before, a being like themselves, but female, and desire was born in them. This is what Scripture means by the fall. Not humans falling first, but angels. They left their place, they left their nature, they became flesh, they corrupted the world, and the earth became filled with violence. Now, in His mercy, God decided that humanity would still live. But first, there had to be a separation, a breaking, a reset. That's where the story of Eden truly begins. The fruit of knowledge was not about disobedience alone. It was about awakening. And the fruit of life was what made those beings immortal. That is why God placed a cherubim with a flaming sword to guard the tree of life, not to punish humans, but to prevent humanity from becoming trapped in corruption forever. Because death became the doorway to resurrection, and knowledge became the doorway to awakening. My friends, don't accept everything you are told. Don't shut down your mind. Don't confuse faith with fear. The Most High does not fear questions. Truth does not fear investigation. God is spirit, not flesh, not bone, not image. Those who shaped us had form, and we carry their image. But the one who gave us life has no shape at all, only presence, only word, only truth. That's all for today. Next time, I will go even deeper into these thoughts. Until then, may the Spirit of the Most High rest upon you. May your minds be illuminated, and may your hearts remain awake. Blessings.